welcome to Discussions with Joseph. Thank you for giving me the chance to make you laugh and give you my insight into all things fuckery. With that being said, for all of the old followers, welcome back. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. You know what it is. For the new followers, thank you for giving me the chance to make you laugh, give you my insight, and share my knowledge with you guys on all things fuckery and black people. With that being said, I want to touch up on a few things. I now have a link tree. In the link tree, I have my Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. In the link tree, I finally have the Facebook up. It cost me my old Facebook, my old personal Facebook, but everything's up and running now. So there we go. Also, in the link tree is my erotic story blog. I haven't updated it recently because I haven't been in the mood to write, but that's slowly picking up. I've been doing little things here and there, and I've started writing again. So if you're into erotic short stories, there you go. I'll be adding a few things to that recently in coming times. So with that being said, I'm wrapping that up. Next thing is the raffle. The raffle is now over. 2 winners from the raffle. Loryn and Domonique. I'll be reaching out to them with their cash prizes. So thank you guys for that. They help promote the channel. They help grow my viewers and my subscribers. So thank you guys. I appreciate that. Moving on to the main topic of today, age gaps and red flags with that. So when I was coming up, we had 4 things. We had age, sex, location, and race. Now, age was how old you are. How old you are or how old the person you're messing with is. Location was where are you at, where we gonna link up, things like that. Race was what do you mix with? Your nationality, like not your nationality, your race, your ethnicity. Like if you're Honduran, black, white, red, alien, blue, Salvadorian, whatever you are, let me know. Let's see how we vibe. Also the sex, whether you're a man or a woman. Now, it was simpler back then because it was male or female. Now it's just binary, unbinary, she, they, them, whatever. Same concept, still applies today, just a little different. I'm going to skip over the sex, location, and race and focus on the age. And I'll probably touch up on location because it's been a lot of fuck shit. So, as a man and as a black man, a person of color, let's break down a few things. Anything I do, I can get shot, killed, I can get locked up. I'm a threat to everybody around me, basically. That's how I'm perceived. Now, with that being said, I do my best to stay away from being shot, killed, stabbed, or whatever type of trouble I can possibly get into because of my skin color. So, I don't lie about my age. I think I've lied about it once when I was younger to talk to older women, but I toned that down a lot when I was growing up. But women are notorious liars for their age. Some women who were younger, who want to talk to older guys, would fake their age. Like, oh, I'm 18 instead of 13. I almost got caught in a few situations like that. Thank God I avoided those. And you catch those hints right then and there. And some older women who want to talk to younger guys, instead of them being in their 40s or 50s, they'd be like, I'm 22. So everybody lies about their age. It's not a big deal until somebody can get in trouble. Recently there was a movie released on Netflix. I believe it's Malcolm and Marie, starring John David Washington, Denzel Washington's son. I don't know if I'm saying his name right? And Zendaya. Beautiful Zendaya and John David Washington. It was a great movie, but it was extremely toxic. Go check that out if you haven't already. Now, the issue I have isn't with the movie per se. It's with everybody's issues with how old Zendaya is. Zendaya is 24. She is grown. She's been making money for a long time. Why are you guys so upset with Zendaya? I honestly believe at a certain age where you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. She's definitely up there. She's 24. I do not care what you do from 24 up. You can mess with a 100-year-old. That's your business. That's your choice. That's your business. Do whatever you want to do. But people be all up in her business like she's not already grown and making her own money. People are making like way less than she is. Oh my God, she's a baby. No, she's grown. She's of age. She's old enough to drive, drink. She's old enough to have a good time. I've noticed that people always have an issue with her playing roles where she seems older or in a very mature role, forgetting she's grown. And that's how today's society works. Fellas are always, they're always, what's the word I'm looking for? They're always held to a certain standard when they get a younger girlfriend in their older age. I think it's rather creepy, so I'm going to touch upon that. If you are, let's say, if you're 40 and you openly go after a 23-year-old or a 21-year-old, it looks kind of creepy. Now, if you guys are in a chat room talking and you happen to vibe, that's one thing. But again, once she's a certain age, you shouldn't be talking to her if you're in your 40s. Just be real. Keep it simple, keep it sweet. Stay in like the 27 range. You don't look as creepy talking to a 27-year-old. Granted, the 13-year age gap is a bit wild. Still, be safe out here. Now, I've been witness to a few situations where guys are put in an extremely hot seat because a girl is not of age, or she just might be barely legal. I'm in my 30s. Nothing barely legal is in my field of vision. Whether it be in my porn, whether it be people I hang out with, I have to hold myself to a certain standard. Because if I'm hanging out with somebody who's barely legal, I now look like a fucking pervert. Do I want to look like a pervert? Fuck no. One of my coworkers is extremely creepy, right? I've called him out on it a few times, but I'm glad to like verbally have like face to face with him because it's really creepy. He makes a lot of women feel uncomfortable who are young. And recently we were talking to this older lady and she was fine as shit. And he came up and he was like, yo, how old do you think she is? I was like, I don't know, 30, 31, 30s, like somewhere around there. He's like, oh, she's 45. I was blown away because white people age like dog years. And I don't know if she was white, but no offense to white people, but yeah, that's what you guys age like. Some of you guys be 19 looking like 44. You guys have had hard lives. But she was in great condition for her age. She was beautiful. She was amazing looking. She held it together. And her uniform actually complimented her body. So, that was a great thing. The issue I had was when he was like, Dawson, I like him young, dumb, and slutty. Whoa. I don't mind the dumb and slutty part. That's a preference. But young is something you can get in trouble for. He has to be in his like, I don't know, 50s. He's got a lot of gray hair. He's creepy looking some days. You might want to be careful. You don't want to put that out there. When you make people feel uncomfortable, that's what gets you in trouble. He makes people feel uncomfortable and it's not cool. I don't advise anybody to advertise that they're looking for young, dumb, and slutty. Not cool whatsoever. Now, from my knowledge and my experience, anybody young is not where you want to talk to. You don't want to talk to anybody young. You don't want to talk to anybody who might cause an issue for you. For example, my homeboy, not my homeboy, but a podcast I listen to, I'm pretty cool with. His name is Tahoe TV. He was sharing a story about how he was talking to this girl on social media and they were hanging out. They got to meet face to face. They're talking. And he's like, all right, I'm about to go run around. You want to run around with me? She's like, yeah, sure. I'm good with that. And he was like, all right, cool, da 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 da. And they keep talking. And she goes, yeah, so I'm 18, but I'm going through this, and this, and this, and this.
It's a trap.
And he heard it, but it didn't register. So he was like, oh, yeah. Wait, can you say that again? She's like, 18. And he paused everything, as he should as a black man. He was like, yo, no disrespect, but we can't do this. She was like, why? I'm cool with it.
It's a trap.
And he was like, nah, that looks bad on me. It can put me in a hot space with everything I'm going on. And he called it quits. He was like, thank you. You're beautiful. Stay on your path. Be amazing. Stay out of trouble. And that's how it should be perceived from now on if you're an older guy. You don't want to talk to younger women who can possibly get you in trouble. Granted, I think Tahoe is 43. That's a crazy age gap from 43 to 18, right? It's a massive age gap. I don't look at anything teen related. Anything barely legal, anything teen related is not for me. My son watches Victorious and all that. I don't want to watch it. I'm good. It's not my thing. Period. I hold myself to a certain standard. I can't advance in my knowledge if I'm looking at young shit. Now, with that being said, some of you guys put yourself in some really stupid positions. positions. For instance, I know this married dude who his wife is fine as fuck, and like she's got like 3,000 dudes trying to take her from him. Of course, he doesn't see that. So he ended up talking to this, I think she was like 21, 22, 23, and he's like 43. So it's almost a 10-year gap. I'm sorry, almost a 20-year gap. And I think he's proud of it. I'm just like, why are you so fucking stupid? She is grown, bro. You don't need to be putting yourself in this situation. This is bad for you. It's bad for whatever you're building. Don't do it. This is how you get Harvey Weinstein. This is the Me Too movement. Do not do it to yourself. Now, the crazy part about all this is How to Catch a Predator is built. And you guys are walking dead into traps. Like, how in the fuck did you think this was okay? Like, oh, I'm going to see a 14-year-old and we're just going to hang out. Not fucking cool, Brad. Not fucking cool. Oh, I'm going to hang out with a 12-year-old and we're going to have snacks and eat candy and watch movies. Chris, not fucking cool. Not fucking cool, man. The logic, I don't know if they're not getting it, if there's not a filter there, like, hey, maybe I shouldn't do this. And it's wild fucking crazy to me. Another thing is, you guys go great distance to do this shit. Why? Like, women are smart. They're like, I don't know if they're like ages ahead of us or years like developed, because they just think this shit through. And it's possibly because they're overthinkers. Every woman I know is an overthinker. They can make a great leap from one location to the next. Prime example is, I went to work the other day and in street clothes. When I came back in, I wear a uniform to work. It's a blue shirt, a blue button-up shirt, and blue or black pants. I go to work, I come home in street clothes, and my girl is already like, where the fuck were you? You weren't at work, you bringing pizza home? What bitch were you with? And I'm just like, I went to work, I was dealing with something that required street clothes. And she was like, oh yeah, you told me. My bad, sorry, love you. You see that? In that 30-second period, she was already thinking I had like a whole second family or something, which is wild. So, men, I think you should spend a little more time thinking than jumping on the little piece of ass you're about to get. It's not worth it. Don't go traveling great distances unless you video chatted, unless you've called, all the things lined up. If there's one red flag, you should heavily look into it. It could put you in jail. It can be so much trouble. And you don't want to put yourself in a predicament where you have to be like, somebody has to ask you, why'd you do that? And you don't want to be that dude that'd be like, oh no. Granted, a lot of us dudes fall back to the, oh no. Oh no. It's something we're born with. As I'm a girl, man, I realize how stupid I look and I sound when I say that, but sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's not. All times I can get in trouble. So I'm going to wrap that up today. Thank you for joining me today. I appreciate you guys. This has been Discussions with Dawson. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to do better, be better, stay better. Peace.